Good evening, everyone. I got that in the way. Hope everybody is doing okay this evening. Welcome to tonight's Let's Talk Autism with Autism and Us. For those of you who don't know me, I am Nita. I am one of the admins of this wonderful establishment. And if you are very new to our Let's Talk Autism open discussions, that's just what it is. It's us parents and others and caregivers learning, sharing, supporting one another, talking about our journeys and all that good stuff. And sometimes we break the monotony a little bit and we share a laugh or two. So, how is everybody doing? Hey, Lori, how are you? Sir, there's Michelle. Hey, Michelle. Lisa, how are you? Maggie, hi. Mr. Charles, let me get Mr. Charles the link up here. Just a second here. For those of you who did the Father's Day and Juneteenth holiday, hope you guys had a great one. We didn't come on last week in recognition of those, but I hope everybody had a good one. Mr. Charles, I just put the link up in there. Let's see. Ashley, hi. Doing good, Lori. Thank you. Hey, Sonia. Glad you're doing good, Lisa. Good evening, Karen. How are you? Victoria. See, I was in the team group this morning and nobody showed up. I said I was going to come back, though. Nobody showed up. We miss you too, Lori. All right, waiting on Mr. Charles. Well, Linda won't be with us this evening because she is celebrating her anniversary the day they met. I think it said 32 years ago. So her and RS are on a small mini vacay to celebrate their love. How are you, Mr. Charles? Is Mr. Charles frozen?
That's really good. That's really good.
You're frozen, Mr. Charles.
Mm. Man, I'll wait till I get back. Okay, get my iPad and I might have to go on my iPad and log off from that computer, get in my iPad, try it that way because my computer sometimes is having problems with this.
Yeah,
let me go get my.
Okay.
I'll come back and.
Okay. We'll be here. Karen says, I'm good. First time in a long time. Well, welcome back. Ashley says, my first live. Welcome, welcome. Victoria, I must have showed up like 5. Oh, you just missed me. Yep, I sure did. I went in there. I said I was going to go back, but things got a little busy around here. Hey there, out there in TikTok land. Yeah, I got both screens going. Woohoo! Maggie says new to this. Well, Maggie, all it is us coming together. If you have any questions, just throw them in the chat. If you see a question you can help with, go ahead and help. If you need support or...
All right, I'm going to leave.
What'd you say, Mr. Charles?
And I'll come back.
Okay, he went out. But it's just all about us learning, sharing, and supporting one another. So welcome. Yeah, Mr. Charles is having technical difficulties, so he's going to get his iPad. You're welcome. Anyone else want to come up? I'm leaving it open today. You are welcome to click on the link and come on up. Oh, you are a trooper. Oh, well, thank you. Hey, Kenyana. How's Daniel doing? Ashley says, sounds like me, autistic son, is watching too. All right. Well, hello out there. So anyone is welcome if you want to come on up. I'm going to let everyone come on up early. I'll put the link in there again. So how's everyone's day been going? I've had a busy week. Good thing is I'm off. Okay, I'm putting it in there now, Mr. Charles. I'm off this week. I'll be going on my vacay Thursday morning. So I'll be off for a few days. Ashley says, my son Emmett says hi. Hi, Emmett. How are you? Hectic, yes. Okay, once again, the link is in the chat. So anyone is welcome this evening to come on up. And I want to remind you guys, while I have you all here, we still have shirts available. So if you are interested, they are on sale. They must go. I have a box of them. They must go. Thank you to the ones who already placed an order. They are only $10 each. And what a great way to support our community. And all the proceeds will go towards helping create these parenting care boxes. Let's see. Kenyana says he's okay. He goes to summer camp twice a week. Okay. Director said, if I say if I'm gonna pick him up at 2, I better be there because it gets very ugly. Oh my goodness. Well, hopefully Daniel is having an enjoyable time at summer camp.
I remember my mom telling me just a minute, and I timed her 60 seconds.
She better be there in just a minute, huh? Hi there, TikTokers. How are you, sis? The emoji was a mistake. Oh, I didn't even see. Oh, the monkey. I didn't even pay attention to that. The kids. Okay. How are you guys doing out there, TikTok? I got both screens going, you guys.
Well, it seems to me if you have a TikTok, then you have no excuse for being late.
Anyway, Mr. Charles. Okay, we have a question here. Teresa says, how do I prevent a meltdown in a fast food restaurant? What do you say, Mr. Charles?
Well, it depends on what causes the meltdown. That's the whole thing. Is autistic people have meltdowns for a lot of different reasons. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if he's really stuck on that fast food, those meltdowns will come. What have you tried lately, Teresa? Lori says you've been busy. I understand, Lori. I understand.
I mean, one thing, if the meltdown is connected with there being out of a particular food item, then I guess the thing that you call ahead and ask, do you all have this food item, whatever it is?
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing. But, it depends on what causes the meltdowns, because there are a
Right.
lot of things that cause meltdowns.
Let me mute this for a minute. Okay. Oops. And see, I'm going all the way out of here. Sorry, you guys. Sorry. I don't know what's. Maybe I have to do it like this. All right. I am on Facebook on my Autism and Us page. We do this every Sunday for the last since 2017. We just come on. So Facebook and Twitter. I stream the Twitter and YouTube. But I was trying to figure out a way to, you know, incorporate TikTok. I don't too much care for Instagram. I don't know why I don't like Instagram. Um, but yeah, we're all. I'm streaming through StreamYard. We have the StreamYard program, which goes to all three. Uh, you're not allowed to do TikTok and Instagram anyway on here, but you can stream um, to Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at the same time.
Well, I think I know what the reason is. You know, your grandkids already have a gram, and you don't want them to use Instagram.
Oh, goodness, Mr. Charles. Michelle, Michelle says, just been hanging around the house. We got appointments coming 1st of July. Okay. I want some, but gotta wait. Okay. Not a problem. I don't know if this is allowed to be asked on here. Is this the group that gives out boxes with stuff? Yes, we give the parenting care packs. We do those randomly. Oh, and I forgot to put the secret word in. Let me do that right now. I have to put the secret word in. Give me 1 second, you guys. Yep, StreamYard. Check it out for your broadcast. It's really a cool tool if you want to do stream at the same time. So if you got a YouTube, like I said, they don't allow you to stream to Instagram or TikTok. But if you have YouTube and Twitter and it's something else, you can do it at the same time. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm putting the secret word in right now.
Also, you know, it's good if you have a stream running through your yard.
Mr. Charles. Mr. Charles. Okay, giveaway. I'm on another screen. Wait a minute. I can't remember what we used last. Oh, yes, I do. I remember. Because no one guessed, well, not guessed it, but no one put it in the
No
chat.
one said it.
Right. So the secret word is in, and the way you can get one of those parenting care packs, you guys, you can, if during our discussion, if you just happen to say the word, then one of the boxes is yours. I can't tell you the word. It's a secret word, and it's not a guessing game.
You already said the secret word is in. And I'm surprised nobody's used the word in.
Anyway, Mr. Charles. um, yeah. Yeah, it's allowed to ask. Yeah. Let's see. Where was I at? I lost my place. Yeah, you hear him, Michelle, Mr. Charles, something else. uh, Emmett is the same way. Hey, Kizzy, how are you?
Hi, Kizzy.
Kiana's laughing. Hey, Danielle. My Daniel times me also. Where are you? The countdowns. Kizzy said, resting today after a long 3 weeks of ring ceremony, 2 proms, wow, and too many graduations. It's that time of the year. It is definitely that time of the year. Kiana says mine has meltdowns in a restaurant if they don't have exactly what he wants. we almost always have to leave. Okay, so you just leave immediately, right? How do you calm him? That sounds more like a tantrum, though, because he's not getting what he wants.
It depends though, because I remember seeing one lady post how her daughter, there was a ride. She told her daughter she's going to take her on. Well, then come morning, and the ride wasn't working. It was something totally beyond her control, and her daughter had a doozy of a meltdown. And so sometimes it's not being able to understand why what you expect to be available ain't available. It's not being able to handle the unexpected.
Right. Okay.
And so that's the thing. It's not just a case of not getting what you want, but it's a case of can't handle the unexpected. So sometimes the thing, maybe if that's the problem with restaurants, there's a certain food they want to have, call ahead and ask, do you all have this?
So you're saying, like, Daniel goes to the restaurant, he's expecting, we're just saying his nuggets. He's expecting his nuggets, but those nuggets aren't there. So, hi, Mr. Charles.
Yeah, that's how I'm reading it, and see,
Okay.
it's a different thing. Of course, depending on the child's level of ability to do things, you may be able to train the child to handle unexpected situations better. In fact, that's something. If you see any potential for that child to grow up to be able to live independently, that's one of the things you got to teach them to learn how to do is handle the unexpected.
Right. Michelle says my son gets mad when people are in front of us. Okay. So when
Yeah,
he
understanding the
wants
concept of
now,
waiting in line.
right. He wants to do whatever you came there for. I'm first.
Yeah, again, it's the fact that things that come to most kids as common sense, you might have to tell them once about it, maybe explain it once or twice, but they get it. Autistic kids are unable to process it. They can't see things the way other people see them, and so the concept of waiting in line can be a difficult thing for some autistic kids to understand.
Mm-hmm. I just realized that was Danielle over there smiling. Hey, Danielle, you you jumped from here to there, but hey, Danielle's over on TikTok.
Again, you can use something, along the lines of a social story to help the child understand the concept of waiting in line. That might be what's necessary before you go to a place where you're going to have to wait in line. Is teaching the concept at home and help them with the social story to understand, to see why, if you've got 10 people who want the same thing, they can't all be up there grabbing it at the same time.
Right. Yeah, YouTube is still going, it's still there. We're rolling. Hey, Foxy Roxy,
Hi,
how are
Roxy.
you? Yeah, Mr. Charles cracks everyone up. Nita, just make me the winner of the word, please, and thank you. Yeah, just that easy, right? You got to work for this. You got to work for this. Let's see. Wait a minute. Okay. Maggie says, "How do you pick people?" So, because of our budget, we're like we're way down there. We got a small little budget. So right now, until you know we grow a little bit more, we're just doing random. picking parents random. It depends on, let's just say you're active in the group, you've been supportive, um, you guess the word, you come to our discussions every Sunday, and like tonight, you have an opportunity, not guess the word, but if you happen to mention the word in the chat, then you'll receive one of the boxes. That's just from your participation. So I'm giving everyone an opportunity. Everyone's that's here tonight in the chat, over on Facebook, of course, in the chat, you have an opportunity. Or, yeah, I'm sorry, everyone on Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube, because it's through the StreamYard giveaway tool. But you might have someone that says, "Hey, this person's in the group," because we have over like 80,000 members. It's no way, and I wish I could. I wish I could give each and every one of you a box just like that, but I'm not at that point yet. Keeps plants alive, right, Mr. Charles?
Okay, keeps the plants alive. I'm not quite getting a connection there. Okay.
I am in this conversation.
Hi,
Hi,
Leah.
Leah. How are you? I'm glad you're here. Alice has meltdowns waiting on meal, but we just try saying rhymes and numbers, ABC. Okay, so you kind of redirect what's what her meltdown into something she likes to do. End or in? I don't get what you're saying, Leah. You're in the conversation.
Yeah, I don't quite get it either.
In.
Oh, she's taking a guess about what the word might be.
Oh, is that what she's doing? Oh, okay. Kizzy says it's been a while since I have been on here, missed the conversations with everyone. Yes, and I missed a couple weeks, week before. Then we missed last week. Um, um, now next weekend I won't be here, so Mr. Charles will have to fill in, and Linda may be here too. But I won't be here next weekend.
Okay, well, hopefully Linda will be, and then that way she and I can.
Yeah. If not, Victoria, is she still here? Victoria or Pammy can come up with you, or Lorienda.
Ashley, what do you live near? Well, actually, there is a town called Boone that's in the Boonies of North Carolina. There's also
Hey.
Asheville there. Cindy and I went there for our 5th anniversary. We stayed at the Biltmore Estate, so we know that country, as we lived in Charlotte for a couple of years before we moved to Connecticut.
Okay, on TikTok, Jamarion has gotten better, and so far the hosts try to see if something else that he likes. Okay. Hey, Auntie 200, how are you? Ashley says this is awesome. Our community around here is small. We live in the boonies of North Carolina. Okay.
Yeah. I'm guessing maybe somewhere near where Cindy and I went for our 5th anniversary, Asheville, maybe somewhere near there. Yeah.
Lisa says we take the iPad. Okay.
Yeah.
Though that technology helps a lot. Hi, Eric. How are you?
And this iPad that I'm here on, I have courtesy of my daughter. It's a gift from my daughter.
Oh, that's awesome. Works well too.
Oh yeah.
Nice and clear. Teresa said I had my cell phone with me When I placed my son food order in, they told me they had not had their milkshake machine has not been working for 3 months, and that sent him off. And he also spilled this water, and he started having a meltdown, so we had to leave.
That's the sort of thing I would say. Maybe call ahead and ask, "Do you have this? Do you have that?" And then they could have told you that their milkshake machine wasn't working, and you could have known. Okay,
Avoid it.
well, yeah, never mind.
Okay, where are we? Oh, here we go. Um, Karen says iPad is great. Michelle says, shoot, if I go to a restaurant and they don't have it, I want to have a meltdown. I understand. Right, especially if you having a taste for something. Right. My daughter wants independence. She is 38. It's just not possible. This causes meltdowns, and I try to get her to understand, but she can't comprehend. It's hard.
Yeah, yeah, that's rough when they're functioning at a high enough level that they can understand that independence is a desirable thing to have, but not at a high enough level that they can handle independence.
Mm-hmm. And when you say independence, what is she? She wants to live on her own. Is that what she's trying to do?
Which is how I take it.
Mm-hmm. Kenyana says Daniel doesn't handle change, and if anything unexpected happens, it makes his day the worst day of his life, and he cries well over 30 minutes. Wow.
Yeah, that's the thing that Of course, there's a difference. Kids, some autistic kids are not going to be able to function independently as adults. But if you see a possibility that this kid might be able to, then again, there's certain lessons you got to teach him. Take patience, take time, but he's got to learn sooner or later. And one of them is handling the unexpected. But the thing is, to you understand what you're up against at least and what you're dealing with. That's an advantage you have over my parents who didn't know, never heard of autism at the time. Um, couldn't find any doctor that could diagnose it. They knew something different about me, but they couldn't. And yet, still they did the best they could in teaching me the lessons I needed to learn to be able to function as an adult. So, yeah.
Michelle says Jaden thinks he should be first at everything. I just explained that the world does not revolve around him, and we just need to wait our turn. Yes.
And I would say too, adding to that, you know, using, think to yourself, why is it that we have to wait in line? Because it's something that's common sense to most people, but somebody have to step back and think, okay, why is it that I understand I have to wait in line? Now, how can I convey that to my son? How can I convey to him what would happen if everybody went grabbing for the same thing at the same moment?
Mm-hmm. Let's see. No, Sonia, I don't have a 2X in the violet blue. No, only thing I have in 2X is the yellow, and I have a 2X in the tan and one 2X in the blue, but not in the violet blue. Lisa says coloring books and crayons help waiting for food. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
they
that's
help
good.
keep them occupied. Definitely.
Um, there's not much that I struggle with now. Sometimes, though, again, I have to, deal a lot with different things with issues with people, and, just understanding, being aware of the mood that somebody might be in. Being aware of that sort of thing sometimes is something I have to kind of remind myself about. Um, kind of have to remind myself about these different issues that affect people. But I think understanding my own diagnosis helped me understand a lot of the other things that affect people. So, you know, at this point, I think I've overcome, a lot of these struggles, overcome most of these struggles that, that I had, in my younger years as an adult.
Uh oh. Somebody somebody got the word. So we have one person. Still can't tell you guys what the word is. But we have one somebody that got the word. Oh, you already had that one. Let's see. Good, thanks. Keep the plants alive, the stream in your yard.
Oh, that's what you're talking about. Okay. All right. I get it now. Okay.
No,
Yeah.
no, no, no. It's not any guessing. It's just,
You
through
happen to use
conversation.
it.
Yeah. Yeah. If you just happen to use the word in the chat, bam, it'll come up. But no guessing. It's no guessing. It's all about part of the participation in the chat. Lee says, Leah, do any of you have trouble with caregivers understanding your child's behaviors? Anybody? I've none of the caregivers, because mainly it's family. They all understand them, and if it's not family, it's just him going to therapy. But pretty much those that take care of my son understand. So, anyone in the chat have trouble with your child's caregivers understanding your child's behavior? Hey, Lizzie.
Hi, Lizzie.
She has a secret word if anyone uses the word. Yep. Yep. They will receive the parent care pack. Yep. Let's go back up here. I'm a little north of Wilmington, North Carolina.
Oh, because he said boonies. I guess I think about Boone, which is in the western part of the state, Appalachian State, which we, Michigan State alumni, we will always remember Appalachian State as the college that defeated Michigan in, in, in a college football game some years ago. But anyway, yeah, you're on the eastern part of the state, and yeah, in fact, uh, Cindy's mother-in-law from her first marriage lived in Greenville, which is over in that area near Wilmington and all that, and her sister-in-law from her first marriage actually still lives there.
Victoria says she was here. So Victoria, I was saying because I'm not going to be here next weekend. Maybe if no one else or anyone, if you want to volunteer with Mr. Charles to host the LTA, that would be awesome. Hey,
Okay.
Lizzie. Live long and prosper.
Yeah, if I'm going to be the main host, you got to give me instructions, tell me how to do it, how to set it up, what to do to get things started. But
Okay.
uh,
I definitely will, Mr. Charles.
but on the other hand, if Lena's going to be available, I'll gladly, share with her and hosting it.
Okay. Teresa said this happened last Sunday. Oh, at the restaurant. Okay.
Yeah.
Teresa, sometimes leaving is the best option, especially when more than one thing happens to cause the meltdown. Yeah, I would agree. I would agree. Kizzy says, I make sure everything is changed. If I know we are going to be outside for a long time, I take my son's tablet, my phone, and a phone that I gave him and connect the hotspot to it for him. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Teresa says, so I told him that we would make our own milkshake, and that awesome. Awesome. He just wanted a milkshake. That was all. He
Yeah.
wanted a milkshake. Kizzy says, I have trouble with family understanding my child's behavior or just trying to understand him in general. Okay.
Well, some of it, I mean, you have to gauge each family member. Does this family member have any desire to understand? And if they do, you can share with them some literature on autism that can help them understand it. Even something like the Temple Grandin's movies and things like that, you can share with them. If on the other hand, some have no desire to understand, you can't make somebody understand something they don't want to understand.
Yeah. Kenyana, yes, I have. Let's see, I actually have extra large in the violet. So I have one extra large, yep, left, and that's in the violet blue. Let me make sure here. Yeah, right here. Do you want the violet blue? I can put it over here, and I'll send you an invoice. Anyone else interested? T-shirts are $10 plus $2 shipping. Just trying to get rid of them. These were from last year's event. Are you aware event? Just need to get rid of them. And all proceeds are going in the pot for our parenting care packs. So let me know if you want this violet blue extra large, Kenyana, and I will ship it off first thing in the morning. Lisa says it's hard when others have not been around Alice to believe and understand her frustration from being nonverbal. Yeah, especially if she hasn't, always been there. I can see that from other family members. And you probably have to set them aside and maybe try to give them some kind of understanding of her. And that would be with any child. Leah, I believe you asked the question. Daniel and my grandmother go at it all the time. He even called 911. Oh my goodness.
I read that post. Yeah, wow.
Daniel.
Oh man.
Now, what made him call 911? Now, that's his great grandmother. Why would he do that? Daniel, something else. Hmm.
Hi, Kizzy.
I gotta go back. These comments keep making me lose my space.
Oh, you know, anything I hope I can help others in some way, somehow, with things I say, and there are times I don't know. Hi, Amber.
Hey, Amber.
There's some things I can't speak to because I can't really give a good answer to some issues, but
well, that's what it's all about. Just you
yeah.
can give some good advice or give some advice or suggestions. Victoria says, none of my family understands my kids. My husband is just now coming to realize how much my 7-year-old is affected by autism because she is high functioning. Okay.
Yeah, and that's something, that's funny. One hand you get a kid who's level 2, level 3, and you people can see that there's a serious impairment there, but then there's not until you get one that's level 1, and some people, well, he or she is smart, he or she is intelligent, they don't look autistic, they don't act autistic, but it's more
And like they
subtle.
say, how is autism supposed to look? How do you look if you're autistic? You don't look autistic. I don't look autistic. So, I mean, getting family to understand it's not discipline problem, it's communication. Yeah. And I think a lot of people, that's the first thing they say, oh, that child is bad. All you need to do is discipline them. Give them to me for a few days and I'll take care of it. Yeah, they just don't want to, they don't want to hear it.
Spank the autism out of him.
Right. Right. Yeah, just spank it on out of them. Yeah, okay. Only people that have trouble with people not understanding Jaden's behaviors are strangers. Yeah. They get frustrated and gotta explain he is on the spectrum. But honestly, I pretty much deal with those that understand. Me too,
It's
Michelle.
good that you have that luxury of
Yeah.
having enough people who are family or other ways close to the situation, understanding it, as opposed to having a lot of family members who don't want to understand.
All right. If a child is 4 years behind his peers, will he ever catch up?
Hard to say.
Yeah, that's hard to say. I mean, some kids do, and some kids, reality, cognitively, or my son is 15 going on 16, but he's 5 years old up here. So reality is he's not going to catch up. He may progress and he's going to, learn things, but he probably will never get to the level of his peers that are his age, his actual age. But it is possible. Yep, it is possible. And it's okay to lead a restaurant. Life happens. Yes, definitely. Thank you, Charles, for giving us information. We definitely appreciate Mr. Charles.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I count it a privilege to participate in this group.
While I am very appreciative for technology, social media for social development conditions like autism can become very unhealthy. Any advice on how to communicate the dangers online and help protect people? Now, depends on what are you saying dangers?
Well,
Because especially if they're young children, I would hope that you have all the safety uh uh restraints on, or protections that are on that technology. Um you can make things age, you can, and as parents we should always be monitoring what our children are doing online.
And this technology didn't exist when I was growing up, needless to
Mhm.
say. But I can kind of relate to the difficulty of a child, of any child, but particularly a child on the spectrum. It can be a greater difficulty understanding the dangers, because I remember my mom, when I was little, we lived in town of Hampstead on Long Island, and there was an area of the woods that Mom didn't want me to venture into, and sometimes I did, and she would, lecture me about it. And she said, "You don't know who you'll run into," and I
Mhm.
didn't understand. Whereas now you have to keep an even tighter rein on kids than
Yeah.
you did then.
Yeah.
But but understanding that now, of course, you know, now as an adult, I understand, the people out there who want to take advantage of kids in different ways, and the dangers, and of course now you got the wild west of the social media.
Yeah, it is a lot of predators out there. But again, we should be taking those safety precautions, and we should be monitoring what our children are doing. If that is the safety, the unhealthiness you are speaking of.
And the degree of to which you use the parental controls has to be commensurate with your child's mental and emotional age, not your child's actual age.
Mhm. My son loves to open packages and mail. Okay, I'm back.
That's
So
funny. I thought it was busy.
is that a yes for the shirt? So make sure you put in the chat yes for the shirt, so I know that's what you're talking about, and I'll mark it off of my list right now. Sometimes I feel like I need to explain Alice to others, even though I know I don't. She is her own unique personality. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, and it's okay if you feel you need to explain your child. I mean, that helps them to understand what's going on, you know?
And I think the level one or high functioning or whatever you call it. Okay, well that's good. And say hi to Rob. But that also, the child, people can see the child as intelligent, and so understanding that this child has a mental handicap, a handicap that affects their cognitive powers, can be difficult for them, because people tend to think of intelligence as the linear function,
Mhm.
and the concept of someone who maybe is ahead of their age, as far as intellectually is concerned, but who is having difficulty with some things that would be considered common sense.
Um, oh, that's Danielle up there. You back over there. Plan a healthy meal, practice good sleep, hygiene, self care. Yes.
Yeah.
Emmett says night night. Night night, Emmett.
Good night, Emmett.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Are you getting, yes, we got a new style. So it'll be with the puzzle piece on the front, and then you'll have the option to uh get a name printed on it. But I will show next month. Next month, I'll put those out there.
Yeah. One caution though I have to say about putting well, they're talking about the child's name, particularly putting a child's name on clothing the child is going to wear. They caution you against doing that because that can make it very easy for somebody who wants to abduct a child because somebody calls the child's name, and that arrests the child's attention,
Yeah.
and then make it easy for the child, easier to snatch the child. So that's just one thing. You got to put your name on it. That's one thing. Put the child's name on a T-shirt for the child. Maybe not such a good idea.
Okay, everybody, we are down to our last few minutes. I just put the link in the chat. So if you want to come on up, come on up. And Lizzie says, do you have a large in the violet blue?
Hi, Kizzy.
Hi.
All right, Lizzie, rather. Lizzie. I'm getting you.
That's Kate.
Posting them. Kizzy and Lizzie. Okay. Yeah. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
No, I don't have a large in the. Let me see if I have a large anywhere left. Oh, I should. Oh, that's extra.
Talk about purple makes me remember one time when my daughter was
all large gone.
She was 2 years old. Her mother and I bought some outfits for her, and one of them was purple. Anyway, the day after, Judy, my late first wife, she has Dorothy in the purple outfit, and Judy's grandmother comes over and she looks at it and says, "Why did you get her purple? Don't you know that I hate purple?"
Crazy. I love purple.
I definitely want to get some shirts from you. I have to put in the order, girl. That's Danielle. She's over on TikTok.
Hi, Nita.
Hey, Kay. I had people looking at me when my son was starting having his meltdowns. I had people tell him to get over it. And I had to tell them that he is on the autism spectrum. Okay.
Yeah.
I have one that wears shorts all year and will walk barefoot in the snow. Ooh, that's cold. And my other son wears sweatpants all year. Oh, wow. I'm just thinking about walking in the snow.
Can you make up your mind?
Because my grandmother called Daniel fat. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, jeez.
And that he needs to eat fruit and vegetables. Daniel said that's child abuse. Oh, my goodness.
Jeez, you go.
So he picked up the phone and called 911. Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Hi, Luna. You say hi. Or are you ready? There you are. There. Now you can say hi.
Okay. Plan a healthy meal. Oh, this Danielle. She's giving us her self-care tip of the week. What is that? Plan a healthy meal, practice good sleep hygiene, take time, stop and stretch, ask for help, and accept it. Right. Ask for help, accept it when it is offered, and have a wonderful week. Any last words, Mr. Charles?
Just, everybody have a great week. I'll see you all next week. And, hopefully Linda or somebody will be here. I have to say, I'll say too, the glitch with the computer, that's something this past week, my wife and I were in an online class, and I was having problems, and I was in the computer, I would freeze a lot of times, and I switched my iPad and it works like a charm. I don't know why.
IT magic.
Yeah. Hi, Glennis. Glennis says, why do they make you wait weeks, months only to refuse a ECHP? What is that?
I have no idea what ECHP is. No.
I don't know what that is, Glennis.
No idea.
Any last words, Kate?
Hey guys, I don't have it on. Well, I'm sorry. I had COVID for the third time, and then I caught the flu and strep, so I've been homesick for the past 3 weeks. But I'm back stronger than ever, and I just want to say hi. Have a great week. I just did my first Autism Expo in San Antonio at Kinetic Kids, and we had so much fun and we learned so much. So we're going to Abilities Expo in Houston in August.
All right. Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah. All right.
I like that, Leah. I have a sticker on my car that says, "Don't judge what you don't understand." Okay, everybody. And Mikey says, thanks for the reply. Recently, we've been trying to figure out how to explain that some people online aren't going to be nice, especially since exploring video game. Oh, yeah, that's a whole nother world.
Yeah.
I don't even play those online video games or go in there.
Because you don't know who the person is at the other end of the microphone. Like, you don't know who you're talking to or who the child's talking to. Like, yeah, just don't do that stuff. Be careful.
Okay, Lisa says, have a good one, everyone. Kayana, let me know if you want that shirt. Inbox me and let me know if you want it.
Kayana. Hi, love.
Hi, Kenyana.
Have a good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining in, and I am sweating. Oh my God. I will see you guys week after next, but Mr. Charles will be here next week with Linda or Victoria or Pammy. So thank you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. Let me see if anyone else got our word. Oh, 3 people. Wow. Let me see. Okay, let's see.
The bird's the word. The bird's the word.
Well, Foxy was one of them, but she had one last time. So Foxy, Michelle, yes. Michelle got the word. And who else? And Teresa. Michelle and Teresa. So let me write that down. Michelle and Teresa. And since I have you guys, I could tell you what the word was. The word was spectrum.
Nice.
Okay.
Michelle Gordon.
Congratulations, Michelle.
Congratulations. Now I can imagine somebody in North Carolina who uses Spectrum as their
internet provider.
Yeah, internet provider. Yeah, and saying and saying that online and getting that package.
He always has good jokes. Where do you come up with this, Charles?
Okay, Kenyana. Inbox me your PayPal email and I'll send you over the invoice.
Maybe it's because they eat a lot of eggs. Because all eggs have yolks.
And you had the
Charles, you're killing me.
Is Teresa on here still? I'm sorry, you guys. I'm trying to. Okay, I was trying. Teresa Hamilton. Yep, that's it. I had to make sure. So Teresa and Michelle Gordon will receive a parenting care pack.
Congratulations, ladies.
Yeah.
Woo!
Thank
Enjoy
you
your care pack.
Participating. All I need from you two is your address. So when you get a chance, inbox me your address. All right. Until next time, you guys.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Bye, guys. We love you.
All right.